Hola. Today I am walking to hopefully pick up the local bus to head to Iguazu Falls on the Brazilian side. It's just gone 6 o'clock and I'm walking to the Avenue das Cataratas, which I believe is the Avenue of the Waterfalls. The point of origin for the bus number 120, which is the bus that goes to the waterfalls, is the Terminal Urbano, the urban terminal, which is in the more northern areas of Foz do Iguazu, a city in Brazil. But as I'm staying downtown, I'm hoping to pick up the bus on the way. Hopefully it's not full, which is part of the reason I picked one of the earlier times to be at the falls. I've just got to see if I can find the bus stop now. I'm on the bus now. It was bus number 120 as expected. As it's quite loud, I'll explain a bit more what happened when I get off. Arrived here at the visitor centre now, and I'm one of the first here because all of the people who got off the bus at the visitor centre are wearing the same outfit, i.e. they're staff members. So what happened is I walked the corner on Avenue das Cataratas, or Avenida das Cataratas, and there was already a bus there and I saw it was 120, so I thought I'll quickly get on it. That's why I couldn't record it in time. I got on and asked if I could pay with card as I don't have any Brazilian cash with me, and he said yeah, that's fine, and there's a contactless machine. I tapped my card on it and it wouldn't accept it. I tried 3 times, but luckily enough a local woman who I think has some sort of weekly or monthly unlimited pass, she just came to the front and let me through on the bus, and I managed to get off okay without scanning anything. So it'll be interesting on the way back, but they do accept card if your card is accepted. They accept cash as well, and it's 5 Brazilian reals, which is around about 80p. And if you were to get an Uber or a taxi here, it would probably be somewhere between £6 and £10, so it's quite a good saving. And the journey takes around 10 to 20 minutes in total. Hello, today I look a bit dishevelled, but I've woken up at 5 AM and I'm attending the Parque Nacional do Iguazu, the famous Iguazu Falls, and I'm going to be on the Brazilian side today. And I can already hear some squeaky birds upon arrival. It's just gone 7 o'clock after getting the bus at around 6:30, and I've got to wait until 8:10 for my allocated slot to get the free bus from the visitor centre to the entrance to the Waterfalls Park. It's now 7:50. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm booked on the 8:10 bus. Now the bus is included in the ticket price, and it basically takes you from the visitor centre to the falls. But they've let us through already 20 minutes early. I think there's an allocation up to 400 people-ish per slot, and the slots come every 20 to 30 minutes, I believe. And you can see the buses behind me. So I've just disembarked the bus. It was a bit unclear as to whether that was the right stop to get off. It's by the Hotel das Cataratas. It seems like the majority of people got off here. There were still a few people left on the bus, maybe 20 to 30, maybe 20% of people. I did see, I'd just seen a sort of robot lawnmower caught my eye. Someone asked in Portuguese if this was the right place to get off for the Cataratas, the waterfalls, and I didn't understand what the answer was from the staff member, but they ended up getting off, so I just followed them and got off. So it looks like this is the right place for the 90-minute hike trail to the falls. Some people are walking that way and some people are walking that way. I'm going to go the latter, as I believe that's about 30 meters worth more of forestry areas. I think the people going that way, they're just cutting off the first 30 to 50 meters by walking along the main road. Okay, so I've literally just started on the trail, and obviously I went to the right, not to the left. The people who went to the left will have missed out on this. Sorry for the noise, there's some grass cutters here. It's almost like I've finished the trail already with this view. Okay, so just a 2-minute walk further on. I could understand if the people who walked on the main road left at the beginning probably couldn't give a jot about the fact that they missed the previous view that I showed you, because they would have seen this. Which is the same view, but probably a bit better, to be honest. And if this isn't the view at the end of the trail, then it's hard to imagine how stunning that may look. I don't know if you can see behind me now, a rainbow has appeared just there in the middle of the falls. How beautiful. Right, so now I'm actually starting the trail after all of that, and this is what it looks like at the start. We'll head down some stairs and into the foresty areas. Even just a few minutes into the walk, you can hear the sound of the water crashing against the rocks, and I still feel very privileged to be here at this time with this beautiful rainbow in the middle of the falls. How lucky am I? So this was the first set of falls that I saw, and just walking a bit further I get a glimpse of this. Another huge, wide set of falls. And just behind me now you can see some of the strongest waves that I've come across so far. I also forgot to mention at the start of the video, if you're interested in the ticket price for this national park, in the Brazilian side I paid approximately £16. So at this point here behind me you get the first sense of a sort of base area where the first layer of water falls down before falling further from the waterfalls. And also above here you can see lots of vulture-like creatures flying around. Wow. It's getting very ferocious now, and the reason being is I'm heading in towards the Devil's Throat. I'm starting to get a bit wet now, as I'm on the bridge crossing the falls. Water's in my face, and I love the feeling. I'm now deep in the throat of the Iguazu Falls here in Brazil, and I am soaking. I've just exited this bridge over here. Some of the recording was a bit dodgy because it was so wet. I didn't want to get my electronic device ruined. I managed to get some footage. And I'm not sure where I am in the trail at this point. I want to say around a third of the way through, but I really don't know. I think I can hear a cicada up there as well. It's really quite ferocious here, as you can see. If you like the sound of nature, get a load of this. Incredible! And where better to stop and have something to eat than next to loud nature itself. Now, it said a 90-minute trail on the board. I find it hard to believe I've walked 90 minutes, but then I was thinking maybe it's 90 minutes out and back. But I don't even think I've walked for 45 minutes. So I'm just going to double check that I'm actually at this finish point, because I don't want to miss out on anything. Hola. Estoy aquí.
Ese mismo,
Oh, aquí sí. Finishing. Okay. There's no more. That's it. It's todos. I only go back now.
Yeah, you just gotta go upstairs in there and take a lift.
Okay.
After you take a lift, you're gonna walk a little bit until you reach this place.
Yes.
And that's the restaurant for the
Okay. I only asked because it said 90 minutes, but is that here and back then?
No, it's just to come.
Because I don't think I've walked for 90 minutes.
Yeah, that's way more than you expected.
Okay, yeah, I think I walked for about 40 minutes, something like that.
Yeah,
that's why I was asking, yeah. Okay.
But we do got another hikes in here. You can ask any employee over the restaurant and they're gonna tell you where you're gonna go to hike another trail.
Okay, and do I have to pay extra for that? Oh, okay, perfect. Okay.
If you walk alone, you do not have to pay. If you walk with 4 employees in a bicycle, then you won't have to pay. But by walking alone, it's okay.
Thank you very much. Muito obrigado. Right, so I started speaking Spanish there and then reverted to English because the conversation got a bit trickier, but this is the end of the trail, and even he agreed that the 90 minutes is way out of scale, so it takes about 40 minutes, I would say. I'm not sure, I haven't timed it, but he also said there's some free trails that I can walk if I ask an employee. So when I leave here, I'm going to ask an employee at the restaurant to see if there's somewhere else I can do a free trail. The exit trail at the end of the main trail is a 450-meter long upward staircase. Ooh. Not sure if you can see through the bushes there. Oh, look. Look. Wow. I've had way too much luck. Those were coatis. I believe they are part of the raccoon family, and I think they're found in South Central America and Arizona and New Mexico or something like that, so quite a good sighting. And I'm now situated where the restaurant is situated, and I'm kind of at the top of the falls that you saw in the previous shot. So you can see here it's much smoother and much calmer if I focus on the water here. And this water continues in this direction towards the fall in the previous shot. You can just see some steam behind my finger here, where it falls down where you saw me in the previous shot, where it was really quite ferocious, and nearby where I had the banana. And you can also see all of the visitors on the Argentinian side of the falls in the distance. So I haven't actually spoken to any other employees about other trails because I came across a map where I can see the other trails on it, and I think there's at least one that I want to try out, which is the Trilha das Bananeras, the banana tree trail, which is this one here. So I'm just gonna get on the bus. It should go past there and I might have to jump off halfway. Olá, para Trilha das Bananeras.
Sim, segunda parada.
Aqui? Ah, muito obrigado. Right, so I'm on the free bus now, and I did just quickly ask the guy before I got on, and he said, yes, it's the second stop for the Banana Tree Trail, so I presume I'll get off when the bus stops for the second time. Okay, so I'm off the bus now. It was the second stop. I did have to sort of wave my hand to tell him to stop. I was the only one who got off the bus. Everybody else is leaving the park. And you can see here the Camino das Bananeras, the banana path, banana tree path. And it looks nice and shaded here as well, which is quite nice. Much more tropical here than walking alongside the front of the... And I can hear lots of cicadas in here too. It's much more tropical walking in this sort of jungle area than alongside the waterfall front on the main trail. And here there is another cicada in its peak environment. Just see him on the edge of this tree trunk. Another benefit of this trail is there's almost nobody here, so you feel like you can enjoy the Iguazu Park all to yourself, really. It almost sounds like Alien is about to attack. I have reached the end of the banana tree trail. Look at this butterfly. So I didn't actually spot any banana trees on the banana tree trail, so I'm not sure why it's called that. Maybe someone can let me know in the comments. Just had a butterfly land on my right arm. And that was very nice. You can see how still the water is here compared to earlier on at the falls. So this is essentially further up along the waterfalls, and in that direction is where it begins to drop. I'm going to stop for a quick break here, consume my first water of the day, and then I'm going to of course have a banana at the banana tree viewpoint. And well, maybe while I'm here I'll give you some facts about the Iguazu Falls with a viewpoint from my angle here. So this is what it looks like to have a banana at the banana trail in Iguazu National Park, and some facts about the Iguazu Falls. It's been in famous films like Indiana Jones and Black Panther, most recently in Miami Vice. And the falls that you saw earlier were taller than the Niagara Falls and wider than the Victoria Falls. The original name Iguazu translates historically from Guarani, a local dialect, as big water. And in total it said there's 275 drops, or individual waterfalls themselves, with the largest one measuring 82 meters. However, the number can increase or decrease depending on the amount of rainfall, so it can be from 150 to 300. I'm now leaving the banana tree path, and this is the building I arrived to at the end of the path. I also noticed this leaf just behind me here on the floor, this long big leaf. I think that might be a banana leaf. When I said I couldn't see any banana trees, I meant I couldn't see any bananas. I'm not really sure what a banana tree looks like. I only really see, I've seen banana trees in Madeira, but they've had bananas growing on them. So I didn't think they were that tall, but I only see tall trees here. And I just stopped here because, oh, there was an insect on me. I found a sighting on the trail up ahead of me. I'm not sure what creature it is at the moment, but I'm trying to keep quiet in case it veers off the main path into the forest. You can just see it on the right side of the path there. Oh, it's a lizard. I think it's caught a bug. Now, I've already seen a lizard today. I was hoping for something a bit different. Nevertheless, still a good find. Now, admittedly, my first impressions of the banana path were nothing too exciting, and at the end, the entrance to the river area wasn't really clear. So I was actually sort of expecting there to be no views of the river at all, but the views of the river were actually very nice. I would actually recommend walking this path just because of the massive contrast between the major drop in the Iguazu Falls and the river up this path. I've just seen a monkey with my own eyes. I'm not sure you'll be able to see it on camera through the trees. Oh, could be coming close towards me. There. There. Just at the top of that light trunk in the background. Very difficult to see. Now swinging on that banana leaf. It's now swinging on that leaf. There it is in the middle of the shot. I've got lots of mosquitoes around me, that's why I'm blowing. Oh, just jumped away. Oh. Wow, look at that. A perfect view of him walking through, or her. I'm in Monkey Town. And then this tree above me. Don't know if you can hear that knocking noise. It's a woodpecker. I've just heard another noise. Potentially a monkey. He's in the centre of the shot now. This is probably the best shot I'll get of a monkey. Looks like he's sucking on one of those leaves. He's just hidden behind that leaf there. Oh. And he's gone into the growths now, but that was a great view. He almost did the fireman pole procedure. Wow, that was a experience. The first wild monkeys I think I've ever seen in a jungle area, at least. I've seen them in Delhi, in the city. Again, I got lucky here. Just when I was timing, because I walked past this place earlier, there was no movement here really. The monkeys seemed to have arrived just as I was passing. This means, rather than leaving here with a smile on my face, I can leave here with a massive smile on my face. It would also potentially point to the fact that I may be wrong about the fact that there are no banana trees here, since the monkeys are inhabiting the area. So I don't know. I mean, is this a banana tree? You tell me. So I'm now at the exit of the banana path, and I'm going to see if this bus will stop to pick me up and take me to the exit of the Iguazu National Park. What a lovely day it's been. Okay, so the bus just ignored me. Not really sure where I'm meant to go. Do you know what? There's a place over the road where you have to book a tour and then they take you on a jeep tour. I'm going to walk over there, and what I might do is get the bus all the way back to the Iguazu Falls and have something to eat there just because it's nice over there. It also means I'll be back at the place where the... Oh, I see. I see, that bus has stopped all the way over there. So I'm just looking at that bus. I hope he's not waiting for me. There's people getting off. I'm not. It's about 100 metres in front of me, if not 200. That yellow bus all the way over there. Maybe that's where I was supposed to wait. Anyway, I'm gonna change my plan, and I'm gonna go back to the waterfalls, since I think it's a free bus, and just see what it looks like in the afternoon. Wow, there's the money shot I thought it was done with. But I'm back at one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. I've come back to the main area where the waterfalls begin, and I've been treated to seeing 2 more monkeys in the wild and a beautiful jump between 2 trees. And I said I would come back here just to have something to eat, so I'm gonna sit on this bench and I can see the top of the waterfalls through these trees here, and it just starts to drop over there. And it's pretty quiet here, at least in this area here, not in the restaurants, it's busy over there. And you never know, I might get to see a few more monkeys while I'm eating. Luckily I've got no bananas left, so my food shouldn't get stolen. I was right. There's another monkey. Middle of the shot. It's almost right above my head. Slightly hidden on a branch at the moment. You can see it move. And it's just started to rain here, the Iguazu Falls. It's almost got a storm brewing feeling to it. The clouds have turned grey, so it could get exciting now. Okay, so I'm on bus number 120 again, leaving the national park. And my card did work this time, although I did use a different card the last time. So when you get on, you tap it on there, contactless, and it's 5 rays, like I said, about 80p. That bus was completely crammed. You can still see the people crammed in behind me. Oh. It filled up around halfway on the way to TOURS IGUAZU. But that's it. I've seen it, I've done it, and I've got the t-shirt. The Iguazu Falls, one of the 7 natural wonders of the world.